Muletrain!
And it is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Friday, August the 7th, 2015, brought to you today by the First Bank in Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
The high in Muleshoe on Thursday, August the 7th, was 101 degrees. The day before, on Wednesday, we also hit the century mark at 100, and we had not been that hot since over a year ago on July the 21st and July the 1st, 2014. It was 102 degrees. 1 year ago exactly, it was 98 degrees, and it was on August the 8th and 9th last year, 99 degrees. Be sure and heed the hot weather tips we have on Channel 6 as well as on our website, muleshoetv.com. The low in Muleshoe was 63 after that 101 degrees. It's always cool in West Texas in the evening, and on Friday morning it was at 7 o'clock 65 degrees. The funeral mass for Estela Flores Fabella, 84, of Muleshoe, will be held Saturday morning at 10 in the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church of Muleshoe, where she was a member, with the priest of that congregation, Father Leo, officiating. Burial will follow in the Muleshoe Memorial Park under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. You can go to www.elliesfuneralhomes.com to send condolence messages to the Fabella family. Rosary will be recited Friday night at 7 at Ellie's Funeral Home Chapel here. Estela Fabella died Wednesday morning at 2 at Covenant Medical Center in Lubbock. She was born November the 11th, 1930 in Menard to Thomas and Ophelia Navajar Flores. She married Martin A. Fabella in Muleshoe on December the 26th, 1954. Estela moved from Eden to Muleshoe in 1954 and was a homemaker and a member of the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church of Muleshoe. She was preceded in death by her husband Martin, who died in 2012. He worked for Wiltsey Moore and Ronnie Barrett out in the Needmore community. She worked here in Muleshoe for the Paul Wilbanks family in their home. She also was preceded in death by her parents, her grandmother, Antonio Flores, one brother, Thomas Flores, and two sisters, Esther Lopez and Carolina Coronado. Survivors are two daughters, Rosemarie and Zildua, and her husband Roy of Muleshoe, and Patricia Dial of Sudan, a sister, Celia Martinez of Houston, 5 grandchildren, including Kimberly, Jason, Nicholas, Marty, and Kaylee, and 7 great-grandchildren. The family suggests that memorials be sent to the Bailey County Meals on Wheels, 300 South 1st Street here in Muleshoe, 79347. And please remember all of the family of Estela Fabella in your prayers. Repeating, she died at the age of 84 on Wednesday morning at 2 at Covenant Medical Center in Lubbock. And the funeral mass will be celebrated at 10 Saturday morning in the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church of Muleshoe, with burial in Muleshoe Memorial Park under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. Rosary will be recited Friday night at 7 at Ellie's Funeral Home Chapel here. Please also remember the family of Bobby Harrison, 80, of Muleshoe, in your prayers. A celebration of the life of Bobby Harrison will be held at 2 Saturday afternoon in the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, with her pastor, Dr. Stacy Connor, officiating, and burial in the Muleshoe Memorial Park under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. Bobby died Wednesday morning early in the Muleshoe Area Medical Center here. She was born in Muleshoe and lived all of her life here. Her birthday was May the 1st, 1935, and she went to school in Muleshoe and was reared here, the daughter of Bill and Margaret Roach Collins. She married her husband, Donald Harrison, here in Muleshoe on September the 18th, 1952. She was a graduate of Muleshoe High School, and so were 3 generations of her family, her mother and both of her sons. She was past president and a member, and a very faithful one, of the Jenny Slippers, the ladies' division of the Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture. She was secretary for over 30 years at the Bailey County Farm Bureau. Bobby Harrison was a member of the First Baptist Church in Muleshoe. She was preceded in death by her husband, Donald, her parents, Bill and Margaret Collins, and an older sister, Billy Jeter. Survivors are 2 sons, Donald Glenn and his wife, Laura, of Yukon, Oklahoma, and Greg and his wife, Lorraine, of Decatur. Her sister is Betty Richardson of Austin. 6 grandchildren and 5 great-grandchildren also survive. The family suggests memorials be sent to either the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, 220 East Avenue E, here in Muleshoe, 79347, or the Muleshoe Memorial Park, Post Office Box 373. Please remember all of the Harrison family in your prayers. Be sure and see the video we made on Muleshoe's 100th anniversary with Bobby Harrison, talking about her pioneer family, online as well as on the air. Lunch will be served at 11:45 on Saturday morning for 75 members of the Harrison family in the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall. And the celebration of life for Bobby Harrison, 80, of Muleshoe, a lifetime resident of this community, will be Saturday afternoon at 2 in the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, with burial to follow in Muleshoe Memorial Park under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. Solomon Madrid, 86, of Mora, New Mexico, former longtime resident of Muleshoe, died Wednesday at his home, surrounded by his children, his wife, and loved ones. The funeral mass for Solomon Madrid will be held at St. Gertrude's Catholic Church in Mora, New Mexico, on Monday morning at 10 o'clock, and Rosary will be recited Sunday night at 7 there at St. Gertrude's Catholic Church in Mora. Flowers are being accepted. However, memorial contributions, the family suggests, can be sent to the American Diabetes Association. You can go online to www.nelsonfuneralhomelv.com to send sympathy message. City of Muleshoe is where he worked for many, many years, and Solomon and his family lived in Muleshoe for 46 years before he retired, moving to Mora in 2008 to be closer to his family. His wife worked for Dr. Bruce Purdy here in Muleshoe. Solomon Madrid was born June the 19th, 1929 in New Mexico, and he married Amelia Morales on April the 4th, 1949, and Anton Chico at the St. Joseph Catholic Church there. He was a very faithful, long-time member of the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church here in Muleshoe. He was preceded in death by his parents and his son, Lee. Survivors are his wife, Amelia, of the home in Mora, and 8 children. Joseph Madrid Sr. and his wife, Debbie, Irenea Valdez and her husband Samuel, Brian Elazaris and her husband Louis, Maria Aguirre and her husband Amando Jr., Solomon Charles Madrid, Arthur Madrid and his wife Angie, Geneva Brown and her husband Darrell, Arnold Madrid and his wife Jacqueline. He is also survived by 17 grandchildren, 26 great-grandchildren, and 5 great-great-grandchildren. Solomon Madrid was the brother of Juan Madrid and an uncle of Earl Madrid and Mary Ann Anzaldúa, all of Muleshoe. Solomon Madrid's greatest passion was his family and loved ones. He enjoyed RVing with his children and grandchildren and traveling all around and exploring the beautiful countryside. He was a renowned musician, having the ability to play by ear any instrument placed in front of him, and he was a faithful musician at the Catholic Church here in Muleshoe for years. Most will remember Solomon for always helping people, including the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center, where he and Amelia were so very active, and also Muleshoe Meals on Wheels. His other passion was his faith and church, serving as a 4th-degree Knights of Columbus. Repeating, Solomon Madrid, 86, of Mora, New Mexico, former longtime resident of Muleshoe, died at his home on Wednesday, and the funeral Mass will be recited at 10 on Monday morning at St. Gertrude's Catholic Church in Mora. Rosary will be Sunday night at 7 at St. Gertrude's Catholic Church also. Please remember Amelia Madrid and all of her family in your prayers. We'll be back with more Muletrain news, and we're going to tell you about the new voices of the Muleshoe Mules on Channel 6.
Do you have family in town? Well, if you do, come to Leal's, where families come together. Leal's is a family business that started in Muleshoe. They are located at 1010 West American Boulevard and serve the best of Mexican food and other treats. See you at Leal's. That's where my family goes when we are in town.
And this edition of the Muletrain News is brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where being the boss just got easier with the First Bank MasterCard Business Check Card, available now at 202 South 1st Street, 806-272-4515. As a business owner, everyday details can take up so much of your time. The Business Check Card from First Bank has 7 built-in benefits to help you manage tasks so you can spend more time doing what you love, running your business. Work smart, worry less with the First Bank MasterCard Business Check Card, available now, 202 South 1st Street. Call 806-272-4515. The First Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Going on today right here in Muleshoe, 1405 West American Boulevard, Williams General Store is having a big sidewalk sale along with their indoor shoe sale. Don't forget, As well, it's tax-free weekend today on Friday and Saturday at Williams General Store here in Muleshoe. Get a great clearance table, as well as their wellness mats are half off. Now, tax-free weekend Friday and Saturday at Williams General Store, along with a great sidewalk sale and a big indoor shoe sale at 1405 West American Boulevard, Williams General Store. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/Williams General Store.
As we told you recently, Bob Graves is retiring as our sports announcer of Channel 6 after 31 years as the voice of the Muleshoe Mules. Jim Daniel and Quentin Poe will now be the voices of the Muleshoe Mules here on Channel 6. Jim is a beloved Muleshoe High School teacher, and Quentin Poe was the quarterback for his high school football team at Dripping Springs. Quentin is the youth director at First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe, and we are excited about the upcoming season here on Channel 6 with Jim Daniel and Quentin Poe as the Mules take over the football field later this month. Their first game will be an away game at Sweetwater, and our first game on the air will be the next morning with Quentin Poe and Jim Daniel. It's time now for 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications to bring you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire area.
5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications right here in Muleshoe at 302 Uvalde Street, 806-272-5533, where they offer phone and internet services. More services coming in the very near future to 5 Area. Check them out online at www.5area.com. Looking at our forecast for this Friday here in the Muleshoe area, it's sunny and hot again, but a high only around 98, so we should stay a little bit south of the century mark. South winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour, mostly clear tonight with the low around 65. Sunny and hot again on Saturday, same high around 98 degrees, south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, then partly cloudy Saturday evening, low around 68. Sunny on Sunday, high near 96, so a little bit cooler. South-southwest winds around 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 8 p.m., so partly cloudy. Otherwise, on Sunday evening with a low around 67. Monday, again, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny, high near 95 degrees. Monday night, a slight chance of rain before 8 p.m., partly cloudy with a low around 66. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high near 92 degrees, so a lot cooler on Tuesday. Tuesday night, partly cloudy, low around 65. And repeating our forecast for Friday, here the Muleshoe area, sunny and hot, high near 98 degrees, mostly clear. Friday evening, low around 65. Sunny and hot on Saturday, high near 98 again. Partly cloudy Saturday night, low around 68. 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
And as we said earlier, it was a high officially in Muleshoe Thursday of 101, and on Wednesday 100 degrees. And you are invited, all friends of Margaret Adams, to her 97th birthday celebration hosted by her son and daughter-in-law, Gail and Joe Adams of Houston, Sunday afternoon, 3 to 5 in Margaret Adams' home here in Muleshoe at 608 West Avenue J. Cards will be welcome, Joe says. That is Sunday afternoon, 3 to 5, the 97th birthday celebration for Margaret Adams at her home here in Muleshoe at 908 West Avenue J. And all friends are invited.
The Muleshoe Independent School District Board of Directors will meet on Monday, August the 10th at 8 in the evening at the School Administration Office, 514 West Avenue G. Among items on the agenda, they'll have opening ceremonies, administrative reports, approved minutes of July 27th board meeting, consider cafeteria charge policy, consider designation of local government records management officer, consider application application for staff development waiver. Consider student success initiative waiver. Consider approval of 2015-16 teacher appraisal calendar. Consider personnel and accept resignations. That's all going on Monday, August the 10th at 8 in the evening at the School Administration Office, 514 West Avenue G, the Muleshoe ISD Board of Trustees meeting. And of course, we post those agendas on our website or on our Facebook and our Twitter, so you can read them there as well.
In 2015, Texas shoppers get a big break from state and local sales taxes, and it's going on right now through Sunday, August the 9th. The state's annual tax-free holiday. So take advantage and shop at home in Muleshoe and keep Muleshoe a town on the go and on the grow during this tax-free holiday in Texas. The Muleshoe City Council will meet in regular session Monday evening at 5:30 at the council chambers in City Hall, and we will be there to video film that meeting. They will, among the items on the agenda, consider proposal from Strategic Government Resources, discuss funding of emergency medical services in Bailey County with Bailey County Judge Sherry Harrison. Consider awarding lease for the Old City Airport. Consider request and receipts of Muleshoe Heritage Foundation for Hotel and Motel Tax Fund for Tour de Muleshoe. Consider a resolution denying SPS proposed increase in rates. Receive financial statement for the month of July. Consider amendment to the employee personnel policy. Receive retirement notice from City Manager David Brunson. And among administrative reports will be a movie to be shown in the new City Park Thursday night, August the 20th. The TML, Texas Municipal League Annual Conference, will be in San Antonio, September 22nd through the 25th. The mayor and council members will give closing remarks. There will be a budget workshop, and they will consider setting tax rate for 2016. In our bargain basement, we have a huge estate sale going on both Friday and Saturday, 8 to 5, both days, at 110 West 20th Street, the home of the late Charlene Trotter. That is a huge estate sale here in Muleshoe at the late Charlene Trotter's residence, 110 West 20th Street, 8 to 5, both Friday and Saturday. Found a very lovable, small Boston Terrier in the 1600 block of West Avenue B here in Muleshoe. Call 806-272-3039 if this is your dog, or you can put a private message on Deborah Pugh Smith's Facebook page. That's found a Boston Terrier, very lovable and small, found in the 1600 block of West Avenue B in Muleshoe. Call 806-272-3039, Deborah Smith. Want to do yard work, odd jobs, window cleaning? Call Leslie Brinkley in Muleshoe, 806-231-3962. Want to do baking for the public, sugar and sugar-free? Call Renee Copley, 806-946-6160. And this has been the Bargain Basement. We'll be back with more Muletrain in just one moment.
Granddaddy's Authentic Barbecue and More has new hours Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. until 8:30. New menu items on the menu every day, Tuesday through Friday. fried chicken, steak fingers, and chicken strips. They have new specials as well at Granddaddy's, 1529 West American Boulevard. On Monday is their burger-only menu. Build your own burger with several choices of buns, cheeses, burger, chicken breast, and trimmings. Tuesday, pulled pork sandwiches are only $2.50. Thursday, smoked chicken fried steak, $10.99. And Friday, all-you-can-eat fish and chips, $10.99. Try it out today at Granddaddy's Authentic Barbecue and More. Craig Black welcomes you to 1529 West American Boulevard. Call for carryouts, 806-272-4482. Granddaddy's Authentic Barbecue and More right here in Muleshoe. Open now Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. till 2 p.m., 5:30 until 8:30 p.m. They are closed on Saturday and Sunday. The Swing Bed program is now available at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street, for the patient who is no longer in need of acute medical care but is not yet comfortable functioning independently at home. Call today for more information about the Swing Bed program, 806-272-4524, the Muleshoe Area Medical Center.
Be sure and watch the flyover here in Muleshoe that occurred Wednesday afternoon after 2 o'clock of the C-130 Hercules with Scott Gray as the flight engineer and a crew of 6 from Peterson Air Force Base in Colorado Springs, Colorado. It was a salute to Scott Gray, a Muleshoe High School graduate of 1992, who is retiring after 23 years of service in our United States Air Force. His father, David Gray, lives here in Muleshoe, and also his wife is the former Susie Gray, who is the former Susie, Edwards, who graduated in 1993 from MHS. You'll find this on our website, muleshoetv.com, as well as on Channel 6. The Bailey County Commissioners Court is meeting in special session on Friday morning to review, approve, and order payment of county bills and conduct a budget workshop. Then the regular session of the Bailey County Commissioners Court will be meeting on Monday morning at 10 at the courthouse on the first floor in the Commissioner's courtroom. And among the items on the agenda will be consider new EMS billing service, consider resolution authorizing county grant for home-delivered meal grant for Muleshoe Meals on Wheels. Bob Doyle with Train will discuss with the court on Monday options for heating and air conditioning for the Bailey County Courthouse. Eric Dixon to present a proposal for FY 2016 for information technology service. They will consider authorizing Bailey County judge to sign renewal of health insurance for employees at $689.77 per month, and that's a 3% increase. However, the county will receive $7,844 back in surplus distribution. Consider approving bond for new Deputy County Clerk Joanne Ramirez and Deputy Treasurer Tracy Torres. Discuss tax rate schedule for public hearings if needed and take record vote of proposed tax rate. Then they will have another budget workshop. Then on Monday also, Bruce Gibson will present proposed budget for FY 2016-17. Bailey County Judge Sherry Harrison says. Be sure and drop off your shoes for the Calvary Baptist Church shoe drive now through September the 9th at the Calvary Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. Williams General Store, Evolve, 16th and Avenue D, Church of Christ, First Baptist Church, First United Methodist Church, and the Cowboy Fellowship. Donations will be accepted also for monetary contributions. Send them to Calvary Baptist Church, Post Office Box 378, Muleshoe 79347. And on September the 12th, in the morning from 9 until 11, they will distribute these shoes at the Calvary Baptist Church at 18th and Avenue C. They can use used good shoes or new shoes for all sizes and age groups, both men and women, boys and girls. Meet the Mules will be held at 7 o'clock Tuesday night, August the 18th, at the new Muleshoe High School gym. On our prayer list, remember Curtis Walker, former longtime resident of Muleshoe, whose prostate cancer has returned and he is now receiving radiation treatment. Remember Curtis and Shirley Walker both in your prayers. And also another Muleshoe High School former resident, Cheryl Stevens Borden of Portales, who is the host of the PBS program Creative Living that you see on Reach Broadband on Channel 5. She's a MHS graduate, and she had knee surgery and did well on July the 24th. But after she came home the next week, she had to be taken to the emergency room in Portales and then on to Lubbock. She had a very severe reaction to the medications and the anesthesia that they had given her in surgery on her knee. But she is back at home now in Portales and doing better. Remember Cheryl Barden and her husband Bobby and their family in your prayers. Buck and Carolyn Johnson, Jana Finke is now at home in Spring, Texas. She has cancer. She's the former Jana Brown of Muleshoe. Joellen Cowart will have surgery Monday in Dallas, and Linda Lutz is doing much better. We're so glad to report. Roy Lovelady and his wife Debbie and their family, Carlos Guerrera and his wife Maria and their family are all in our prayers too.
Well, it is just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our last Muletrain rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6, as well as find the last several months' worth of Muletrain news programs archived free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
This is Tumbleweed Smith. Medicines from desert bushes. Details in a moment on the Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6, as well as muleshoetv.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, BCECOOP.com online. Check out their website. They're celebrating over 75 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO, David Markle, all hope that you enjoyed the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
L.G. Hinkle of Sanderson drinks a tea made from a bush in his front yard.
Yeah, well, that's Mormon's tea or Popa tea, or if you want the scientific name, it's jointed ephedria. Grows wild here, and it makes good tasting tea, and it'll cure stomachache right quick, I found out. And they say it's good for kidney troubles and even venereal diseases, so it's good stuff.
It's easy to make.
You just boil it and make tea. There's no leaves on it. How you recognize it, looks like little green toothpicks. It's stems. And you just pick those little green stems and boil them, and it makes good tasting tea. It's been used by curanderos and Indians all years ago.
He also makes a drink from a small tree called Palo Azul, blue wood.
It grows wild, and it looks kind of like a mesquite bush, but the bark is real flaky, and boy, it's hard wood. When you saw it, it's dark. You just take a chip of that and put in a quart or whatever amount of water you drink daily and let it soak overnight, and it'll turn it bluish. And that little old chip is good, and as long as it turns the water bluish, which sometimes it lasts a month, maybe 2 weeks to a month, whatever. It cures arthritis, so I'm not complaining.
LG, a retired railroad man, says his neighbors have benefited from drinking the tea.
The old rancher here, G. Downey, he said it took 6 months for him to cure his, and Alfred Bentley 3 months. The Baptist preacher Bush that was here couldn't get on his computer. In 2 weeks after drinking it, he was back on his computer. And my knee that I hurt in college was hurting every night. After I started drinking it, it doesn't hurt anymore.
Natural medicines are not for everyone.
I know it works, so I'm not complaining. I'm thankful, and I give it to people that need it, and they thank me for it. Because when I worked on the Amtrak, well, I carried some with me, and anybody wanted it, I just let them have it, said try it out. And one old guy worked on the railroad said, my mother needs some of that, and I gave it to him. And about a week later, he come back and says, boy, it's already helping her. Says, show me that bush. I showed it to him, so he went and gathered his own.
L.G. Hinkle of Sanderson. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.